Props here on Underdog Fantasy. Again, before we get started, there is a link in the description below to sign up for Underdog. They will match 100% of your first deposit. Also, there is a free Discord link and Patreon link in the description of this video as well. And again, I'm not a gambling expert, not a financial advisor. These are just the plays that I'm personally looking at making. But Golden State Boston Game 6 of the NBA Finals should be a very good game tonight. I'm expecting all the big stars to play a ton of minutes. A lot of fun for player prop purposes in that regard, but let's get into it. 4 total plays that I like in tonight's Game 6. Let's go. So the first play that I like is going to be Steph Curry's over 5.5 assists. He's coming off a game where he had 8 assists. Boston completely changed their kind of defensive scheme on him, and that's the first time he actually hit over 5.5 assists in this series. In the series against Dallas, he hit it 3 times the last 3 closeout games, 3, 4, 5. And then against Memphis, he hit this 3 times. So, I mean, obviously the potential is there for Steph Curry. He's a playmaker nonetheless. I mean, just across the board a playmaker. So, I like him to be more of a playmaker in this game. I think he definitely shoots better than he shot in game 5. Obviously, went 0 for 9 from 3. I expect him to shoot a lot better, have at least 20, 25 points. But I think he's going to definitely be in that playmaker mode. A lot of opportunities for him to get assists in this offense. I like his over 5.5 assists here. The next play is going to be Klay Thompson, and it's going to be over 1.5 blocks and steals. I like this for a variety of reasons as well. One being that Klay Thompson is going to play a ton of minutes tonight and going to be guarding a lot of Jayson Brown and Jayson Tatum. But he's actually hit this over, 1.5. So he just needs 2 blocks or steals. He's hit it 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 4 games, he's hit the over on this one. Either had 2 blocks or 2 steals. In the series against Dallas. I mean, Klay, I think, gets overlooked as an elite defender. Before his injuries, was obviously an elite wing defender, like elite, very elite wing defender. I think he's lost a little bit. I don't want to say he's lost a lot, but just slightly a little bit due to his injuries, but still has great IQ, still has great anticipation, which is going to result in some steals and blocks. I like the over here on this one, 1.5 blocks and steals for Klay Thompson. The next one, we're going to come down here to Jayson Brown, and we're going to take his over rebounds and assists. So 10.5, he needs 11 rebounds and assists to hit the over here on this one. Coming off a game where he had 13, he's got a game with 8, a game with 14, a game with 9, and a game with 12. So he's hit the over here 3 times, 3 of 5 games, the over on that. Series against Miami, 12, 11, 5, 9, 10, 11, and 13. So there's a lot of potential here for Jayson Brown. I think he's good tonight for at least 7 rebounds. You could take the over here or maybe potential push here on this one. And then I think he's good for about 3, 4 assists. So that should put us in the 10.5 over range for Jayson Brown. I think, he's going to play a ton of minutes in a must-win game for Boston. I expect him to play 40 plus minutes easily tonight. So I like the over here on this one. And then the last one is going to be a Derrick White play, and it's going to be his over 9.5 points. Now, Derrick White hasn't played. He went over 4 in the last game, only had 1 point, 21 minutes. I wouldn't say Boston played it really well at all, just across the board as a team. But, I mean, Derrick White's player line, or his prop line for points was at 12.5 his last game. So it has dropped a whole 3 points, and I feel like you just have to take the over here on this one. 21, 12, 7, and 16. 9.5 being the line, very, very attainable for Derrick White. They're going to need him tonight. I think Boston definitely needs him to score at least 10 points for them to have a chance at winning, just to match that offensive firepower that the Golden State Warriors do have. I like the over here on Derrick White, 9.5 points. So those are my 4 plays that I have here in tonight's NBA Finals Game 6 on Underdog Fantasy. Let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these player props. Drop a like on this video. Hit that subscribe button. And as always, you guys have a great day.